18. Direct and indirect speech. Let's start. Let's understand. You already know that there are two ways of reporting what someone says. Directly, when you quote the exact words of the speaker, and indirectly, when you convey the gist of what has been said as shown in the task above. This is what direct and indirect speech are all about. Let's revisit their basic differences before learning more about them in this chapter. Direct speech quotes the exact words of the speaker. The exact words are enclosed within quotation marks. Indirect speech does not quote the exact words of the speaker. No quotation marks are needed. Direct speech. Direct speech has the following elements apart from the ones shown in the figure. A mention of the speaker accompanies his or her words. Capitalization of the first letter of the first word after the open quotation mark. Comma between the reporting verb and the open quotation mark that indicates the start of reported words. Consider the following examples in this slide. Magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest one of all? The queen asked the mirror. It replied, famous as you are for your beauty, I can see a lovelier face. Note that all the elements discussed above are present in the two dialogues. In indirect speech, this conversation changes thus. The queen asked the magic mirror on the wall to tell her who was the fairest. The mirror replied that famous as she was for her beauty, it could see a face lovelier than hers. Note the important points in the indirect speech. No quotation marks. No need to divide the sentence. Conjunction used wherever needed. Tenses, pronouns, possessive adjectives, etc. changed according to the need. Rules for changing direct speech to indirect. Tenses, personal pronouns, possessive adjectives, and adverbs referring to time and place undergo changes when direct speech is changed into indirect. Let's learn more about them through the respective tables with their forms and examples. Change in tenses. Form. Example. Simple present to simple past. The girl said, I want to fly like a bird when I grow up. The girl said that she wanted to fly like a bird when she grew up. Present continuous to past continuous. My father is writing a book, the boy told the class. The boy told the class that his father was writing a book. Present perfect to past perfect. Raju said, I have cleared the selection test. Raju said that he had cleared the selection test. Remember the following. Shall or will of the future tense is changed into should or would. Past tense remains unchanged. Change in personal and possessive pronouns. Form. Example. First person to third person singular. Sudhir said, I trust myself. Sudhir claimed that he trusted himself. First person to third person plural. Sudhir's mother said, all of you have to watch out for yourselves. Sudhir's mother said that all of us had to watch out for ourselves. Second person to first person. They requested, please leave us alone. We can take care of ourselves. They requested that they be left alone for they could take care of themselves. Change in adverbs of time and place. Form. Example. Now to then. I want my mother now, screamed the young girl. The young girl screamed that she wanted her mother right then. Today to that day. Your mother will come to fetch you today in the afternoon, one of the boys assured her. One of the boys assured her that her mother would come to fetch her that day in the afternoon. Tonight to that night. The girl insisted, I want to sleep on my own bed tonight. The girl insisted that she wanted to sleep on her own bed that night. Yesterday to the previous day. We reminded her, but you were fine till yesterday. We reminded her that she had been fine till the previous day. Last week to the previous week. She said all was well till last week. She said that all was well till the previous week. Tomorrow to the next day. I suddenly remembered that it's my mother's birthday tomorrow, she added. She added that she suddenly remembered that it was her mother's birthday the next day. Next week to the following week. Our flight is booked for the next week. You cannot return before that, we explained to her. They explained to her that their flight was booked for the following week and that she could not return before that. Here to there. Our team leader said, be prepared. It is not going to be easy from here on. Our team leader told us to be prepared as it was not going to be easy from there on. Change in modals. Form. Example. Will to would. The newcomer said, I will rid you of the rats that infest your land. The newcomer said that he would rid us of the rats that infested our land. Can to could. The mayor told him, we can offer you but little gold. We are very poor people. The mayor told him that they could offer him some gold as they were poor people. May to might. The newcomer suggested, I may do this work for a gold sovereign for each rat. The newcomer suggested that he might do that work for a gold sovereign for each rat. Changing questions into indirect speech. The rules for reporting questions are: change the reporting verb to ask or inquire. Change the interrogative form to the assertive form. No need to use conjunctions with WH questions. Use if or whether if the questions begin with verbs. Tenses, pronouns, and words referring to nearness adhere to the rules mentioned above. No need to put a question mark after the reported question. Examples: the old man asked us, how often do you water your plants? The old man wanted to know how often we water our plants. Do they get enough sunlight? He inquired. He inquired if or whether the plants got enough sunlight. Changing imperative sentences into indirect speech. Only that which is inquired or instructed for an action is reported in imperative sentences. The rules for the same are given on the next page. Form. Example. Use the to infinitive. The librarian reminded the boys, talk softly. The librarian reminded the boys to talk softly. Specify to whom the request is made or command directed. Rohini told me, please don't make a noise. Rohini told me not to make a noise. For requests, use reporting verbs such as asked, begged, requested, or told. The lady said, please help me with the books. The lady requested us to help her with the books. For command, use reporting verbs such as ordered or told. Our commander told us, make sure no life is put to danger. Our commander ordered us to ensure that no life was put to danger. Do remember that. The exact words of the speaker are used in direct speech. These words are enclosed between quotation marks. Indirect speech does not use the exact words of the speaker while reporting. Tenses, modals, pronouns, etc. change when direct speech is changed into indirect speech. Lesson 19.